Right, ladies and gentlemen, the first fireside chat of the day is on legal education in India. And this session aims to examine the current legal education landscape and necessary shifts required to prepare the next generation of legal practitioners. The speaker for this session is going to be Dr. G.V. Selvam, Vice President, Vellore Institute of Technology, and he's a distinguished education leader who assumed office as Vice Chairman of Vellore Engineering College back in 1999 at the age of just 26, with a vision to drive systemic change in education and expand opportunities through excellence at scale. Under his leadership, the institution was elevated to VIT University in 2001, and he went on to become the world's youngest pro-chancellor of a university as recognized by the Limca Book of Records. As the first vice president of VIT Chennai, he played a pivotal role in developing its lush green campus and ultra-modern infrastructure as well, also extending VIT's ethos of quality education to Vellore International School, Chennai. Deeply committed to holistic development, Dr. Selvam believes education should inspire students to think independently and also build strong personalities and grow beyond mere acquisition of information. A visionary indeed. May I invite Dr. G.V. Selvam, Vice President, Vellore Institute of Technology, on stage. And to moderate this session, may I invite Mr. Navaneeth, the CEO of the Hindu Group, to do the needful. The stage is yours, sir.
Thank you and a warm welcome, Mr. Selvam. So let's begin. Let's dive deep in. In the morning session, Chancellor spoke about the law school and when it came into being. Now we all know that VIT is a globally recognized name in engineering, and it's an old institute with close to 100,000 students on its multiple campuses. So what was the defining moment when you realized VIT needed a law school?
Yeah, as I said, VIT is known for technology. So as a multidisciplinary university, we should offer all courses. So we are globally ranked in engineering. We started architecture, business school, agriculture, hotel management. So law is the need of the heart. So we started law as a multidisciplinary university.
And of course, VIT is widely recognized for its deep roots in engineering technology. How does that unique DNA shape the vision and the philosophy at the VIT School of Law, particularly in preparing students for the future?
That's a great advantage for VIT. This technology DNA is rooted in law also. So we are not teaching only the rules and regulations. We connect with cybersecurity, AI, biotechnology. Then we ask students to focus on conference, paper presentation. We have strong global connections, which will be useful for the students. So we project them not only as lawyers. We give the technologies added advantage for VIT.
We spoke about AI in the morning, and there's a session dedicated to AI later. But we are seeing AI tools evolve rapidly and it being adopted quite quickly. So in your view, is AI a disruptive threat to the traditional role of a lawyer, or is it a powerful enabling tool a lawyer has access to? And how should both aspiring and young lawyers work with AI?
So AI is not a threat. It's a tool. It's an additional tool. It depends upon the user, how they use. AI is like a time saver. It summarizes, it compares, it makes statements. In fact, if you want to say in one line, AI you should use like a co-pilot, not autopilot. You should think ourselves. It's a tool where it will help you and save time also.
And how do you personally use AI? Do you use AI yourself? And how do students, for instance, in the law school versus the engineering college, is there a difference in approach of how they use AI, or is it similar across students?
Yeah, personally, if you ask me, I'm not using AI. I use my own brain. Otherwise, we'll give you a holiday for our brains. For engineering and law, so technology is most wanted thing for engineering. We have a system called fully flexible system, where students can interact and study one subject from other technology also.
I mean, I'm sure Mr. Ram will have some questions because he's a huge advocate of experimenting with new technology, and it's amazing what he does. So we'll speak about students. There are a lot of students in the room, and you spend a lot of time with students, and I think you're in a unique position to understand their inspirations, their motivations, and their aspirations. Is there something you would like to share with the legal luminaries about the younger generation they are going to hire now?
So this generation is very fast. They are adaptive, they are understandable. Only thing is, as elders, there should be like a God figure for them. They're very much interesting. They want to go in a quick, fast step. They're very interesting to learn more in a short time.
And And on campus, how do you temper how do you temper these expectations of quick success and that life outside us is a hard walk to success and not necessarily easy? So how do you ensure that students get this perspective on campus before they get into the real world of work?
As I said, we produce real advocates, lawyers, because nowadays time is very precious. They don't want to waste time. In fact, we conduct so many practical workshops for them. So they conduct legal clinics in the villages where they have hands-on experience. We invite more seniors to interact with them, sitting judges. They visit the high courts and district courts to get hands-on experience.
There are, of course, lots of aspiring lawyers in the audience, but there are a lot of people watching online who would be curious about the legal profession, but may not know much about it. So I have a couple of questions in terms of the composition of students who come to study law. So for somebody who at your school comes to do a law course after 12th, what is the kind of backgrounds they come from?
So usually in Indian mindset, they think there's only two options. One is engineering or medicine. Nowadays, totally changed. Now this younger generation, mostly they want to go for law, architecture, they go for design also. So law means mostly any course they study in 11th they can join. Particularly parents, the lawyers' parents insist on their sons and daughters. But even other parents also, they want a new stream which has future.
Which was my other question. So typically, if you have a lawyer among your friends and relatives, you are aware of it. Roughly what percentage of students would be people studying law for the first time among their family members?
Maybe around 40 to 45%.
That's awesome. And see, we all know when it comes to medicine and engineering, at least it used to be that as soon as you're born, your parents will decide you will study medicine or engineering. And students those days didn't have a choice. Today, students exercise their choice. Roughly at what age do students start to figure out and get a sense that they want to pursue education in law?
It's not like medicine or engineering. Mostly after grade 10, they decide. Mostly they want to become an IAS or IPS. Usually I used to meet the parents. They say my son or daughter want to become IAS, IPS and apply for public service exams.
So lots of young and aspiring lawyers in the audience. What is the single most important advice or takeaway you can give them, not just to survive, but to thrive in their chosen profession in the years to come?
So as I advised, this generation very fast. Only thing is they should think clearly, write regularly, and speak integratedly. That's very important. So they want to have everything fast. So first thing is integrity is very important. Honesty is important because reputation travels faster than a resume. The word of mouth travels fast. It gives good clients. So always, my motto is always say H and H. Hard work and honesty. Definitely they should do hard work. As our chief guest states, hard work can be replaced, but hard work cannot be replaced.
You spoke about writing as something they should do. Could you build on that? And
because nowadays only hearing is there. So writing habit has gone. Reading habit has gone. So students should read regularly. Sky is the limit for learning. They should learn till the last day.
Part of good writing comes from ability to read well and read good stuff. So I would urge younger people to certainly read news media sources with credibility. We are one of them. So please read us or please read somebody else you think is credible. But reading credible newspapers is important to expand both depth and width of one's lived experiences, which comes handy in the pursuit of legal profession later.
So always have a chance to say coffee with Hindu. So morning, you should read newspapers. That's a bit, it improves your language, new words we can learn. So reading is very important.
Yeah, we touched upon multidisciplinary education. So is multidisciplinary education a luxury or a survival necessity in 2026? And how are you as an educational institution approaching this?
It's essential, it's necessity, because we talk about 360-degree development, overall development. As a multidisciplinary, a law means it's not sit only with law courses. For example, climate change. It connects with economics, geometrics. So many things are connected. You talk about startups. It connects with finance, branding. So many things are connected. So there'll be a fusion. If you know so many things, it will be easy to interact with your clients. And negotiation skills will improve. So multidisciplinary is essential and necessity.
We speak about multiple careers post a course and post education in law, and I think one of the things for us to produce great lawyers is to have more institutions and great faculty, great people managing law institutes. So among the young students here who want to build a career in academics in law, what should they do? How should they start? How should they approach it?
Patience is very important. Handling students is not easy nowadays. Listening capacity, what we call concentration time, has gone down, not only among students, in all fields. So how to attract students in the classroom is a big, tough challenge for us. Maybe in future, if an institution is doing well, first you should remove attendance. Without attendance, students should sit in the class and listen. So your lecture should be new, which is not available in the Google or any book. For that, a lecturer should prepare himself, update himself to get the concentration of the students.
So basically, be original. So what makes a first year? I mean, you see the transition of somebody who's 18, 19, comes into college or at a younger age probably and blossoms into a young adult ready to face the world. So what makes a first year law student fit for industry and ready for success by the time he or she graduates?
Main thing is integrity is very important, because after graduation, he has more options. So mostly they go for abroad for higher education. Mostly in VIT, we give this exposure to the students. It will be very useful for the students if they go abroad, since we say this fully flexible system where he can take a subject from business school or environmental science. It's like a basket. They pick up and take the subject. So exposure is important for their future.
I mean, let's talk about social media. And I know you and I have spoken a lot about it offline. What's your view on social media? Is it the ultimate distraction or is it a student's best networking tool?
It's a double-sided sword. Social media is a double-sided sword. It depends upon the user. It's like internet, right? Double-sided sword. If you say in positive way, you have so many social medias. Facebook is there, Insta is there, particularly LinkedIn. It connects the world with you. It develops contacts. The contacts can be converted into clients. As a lawyer, can be connected with clients. So you can follow the senior lawyers like Mr. Singhvi, Mr. Kapil Singh. You can follow them and improve your knowledge. So it depends upon the user. Definitely going to improve his future.
So let me rephrase that question. One is the context of students. But let's say as a member of a family, what would you advise younger people in your own circles about how to use social media?
It depends upon the age also. I have seen some countries below 60, they are going to ban. I think in Australia, in some states, they are thinking. Everything depends upon the time. There's a limit. If they use in a particular limit time, there's no issue. Because nowadays, even a newborn baby is given a mobile phone. They have a food. So limited access is good for the social media.
I mean, you run the VIT School of Law. It's neither a new nor an old institution. It's around 12, 13 years old now. Would I be right? 2014. And you have sent out many graduates out into the real world. What is the one line you want VIT law graduates to be remembered for? What will make you happy if people outside say one line and describe a graduate from the VIT School of Law?
Suppose if I visit a High Court or Supreme Court, if someone says it's very honesty, then you should be a VIT.
That's nice. I have one last question for you, and then we can take some questions in the audience. And this is a tricky one. I know Chancellor was a lawyer. Now he calls himself a lawyer who doesn't practice, a non-practicing lawyer. If you were to hit the reset button and redo your own degree today, would you choose law? And if yes, or if no, what are your reasons?
So when I have two lawyers in my family, my father and my wife. Yes, definitely. If I would ever be a lawyer, I'll be a whistleblower, not a arbitration going abroad or mediation. We should serve the society. We should go to the court, help the people. You should act like an NGO. That was my wish.
Fantastic. And your questions have been crisp, short, sharp. We are done ahead of time, but we can take a few questions from the audience. We can take a few questions if you're okay with it.
So we do have, we've put out some chits out there, and I believe you can moderate the same.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Samar. I am a student currently. Sir, no one in my family practices law. So as a first generation lawyer, I have seen around in my environment also, first generation lawyers, they struggle a lot. So what is your take on that? How can I actually make a career for myself as a first generation lawyer?
You can compare with a doctor. If his father is a good doctor, he has a big hospital, he will survey immediately. The same thing happens in your fraternity also. But as I said, join a good office, good listener, good follower. Maybe in 5-10 years, we'll become a senior. All the best.
Thank you very much, sir.
So if I can add to that, it is a blessing in my view. So for instance, nobody in my family has worked in a news media organization. It helps because you get different perspectives at home and you don't need necessarily to measure up to somebody else in the family. So it's quite liberating if you're the first in your from your family tree to be doing it.
So no one is born as a lawyer.
Namaskar, sir. My name is Shivam Kumar, and most of us in this hall are students, and we are related to the academia. So my question is to you that how to manage many subjects at a single time, because it is always dilemma with a student that which subject he should prefer at which time, and because at a single time he choose one, then another there is a lapse. Such type. Thank you very much.
Again, I compare with a MBBS doctor because MBBS is a broad vision. After MBBS, they go for MD or MS. So as a basic lawyer, you should focus on all subjects, not only crime or criminal or civil, because nowadays more specialization is there. They go for international arbitration, mediation and all. But you should have a basic knowledge of all subjects.
Hello, sir. My name is Lavleen. I'm from Delhi University Law Center. I have one question that if you are a fresh graduate and cyber law is one of the newly emerging law field, how we can make our career in cyber law? Because we are well aware about arbitration, litigation, but the cyber law is something that we really need more information about.
Yes.
Thank you.
Future is related to cyber law. For cyber law, first you should know about cyber security basic subject. So as a multidisciplinary university, we offer cyber security also. So you should have a knowledge of cyber security, then you should study about cyber law.
Hello, my name is Rahul. My question is future related technology. Should artificial intelligence be used in court decisions? Why? Why not?
AI cannot replacement human thinking. It can fast you because we have so many things. Court strategy is there, empathy is there, so many things you have to consider and give a judgment. Because if AI decides everything, no need of personal hearing. They can submit and get a court judgment. So human brains cannot be replaced by AI.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Asmi Kumar. I am a student of economics at DU. I am aspiring to pursue a career in legal education further. So I am interested in knowing how economics would open up avenues in law.
Yes, as I said, we are talking about this climate change. For climate change, economics is one of the main subject. It's going to be future. We are talking about global warming every time, but it's not happening. No actions will be taken. So climate change will be the future. Definitely, economics is very useful for climate change.
We can take one final question.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Shraddha. I'm from fourth year of VIT School of Law. So I want to post a question basically stating what will be the future of the legal education in India? Whether if it is so, what are the changes will bring by you to change the legal education in India in future?
In today's scenario, to enter politics, legal education becomes a minimum eligibility. I see so many advocates and lawyers become MPs and MLAs. This is apart. So we have good future. As I said, so many specialists are coming. So not only High Court and Supreme Court, mostly all MNC companies, they need a person like you as an advisor. You have a good future in law.
Thank you, Mr. Selvam. It's absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Naveen.
So thank you so much, Dr. Selvam, for sharing your thoughts. I'm going to request Mr. LV Navaneeth to please present a memento from our side to Dr. G.V. Selvam, sir. Request you to please accept that little token of our appreciation. Thank you very much, sir, for an enlightening session.